as my second question, I just have what agenda or project are you most excited about that's coming forward that perhaps you can share with us?
There are two things that I'm working on right now that I'm especially excited about. One is tied to a working group, and the other is tied to an OKR. I mention that because I mentioned elsewhere about tying the work that I'm doing directly to GitLab's business objectives and other things like that to make sure that I'm having an impact in the right direction. So, upgrade related improvements are on my mind right now. Please join us in the upgrade support pod if you're a GitLab support engineer interested in making upgrades smoother. The other thing that I'm thinking about is the knowledge base. So if you would like to get your first knowledge base article created, feel free to consider a pairing session with me. I would love to chat with you about the knowledge base, ideas you have for articles and things like that.
What am I most excited about that I can share? I feel like I want to address that last part first. I don't think there's likely ever going to be something that I would be aware of and couldn't share. There is sometimes staff SEs might be aware of things a little bit earlier, but not that much. No, GitLab is still very transparent in that regard. So nothing super exciting, no bombshell revelations here. What I found exciting is that I got my first onboarding buddy. No, I'm the onboarding buddy, that I am a onboarding buddy for the first time. That's not because of staff, though. That's just how timing worked out. Like fairly early on, I said, yep, if there is someone, sure, I'd be happy to. And it took a while for when it made sense. And now I have Mark, and it's great. So that's exciting. And then the other thing is the recent changes to the breaking change or deprecation process. Those have been a long time in the making. And yeah, I do kind of feel like I did have at least small part in that, because early on in my stable counterpart journey, I went into these discussions in my product groups, and I was constantly complaining that we're not doing very well in that area. Like we don't have methods in place to notify the right people and to really provide the guidance that our users need in that area, making all the breaking changes very painful in that area. And yeah, I kept on that. I was far from the only one, not gonna claim that I did that or anything, but I'm just very happy to see that work now having come to a concrete result, because that was discussions over 2 years almost, I want to say, with lots of very, very smart and very invested people spending a lot of time and energy. And I think the outcome is pretty great. And I think it will make the work better for our users, for ourselves. So that is very exciting to me.
Well, Michelle, this isn't going to be a GitLab answer at all. I've had two big projects this year. I've landscaped my back garden. It's been a work in progress for about 15 years, with me trying different things and trying to improve things, but it was never particularly coherent. 2024 was a big bang change. From next year, hopefully, me and my family will be able to enjoy it a lot more. And the other project is that I'm learning how to drive. I'm several decades late. It's very challenging, but I've got access to a car I can practice in now, and I was quite excited about that.